Good evening and welcome to Childhood Rewind. As you all know, I am Taz, and this is
Hello, it's Dmac 5x5, your favorite co-host up with the most, and we are just still discussing our favorite childhood TV show, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
and just a little
Season 1.
forewarning before we get too far into this. I have been having technical difficulties all day, so please bear with me on my end.
Yeah, so if she freezes or she has to pop in, pop out, I will continue. We will still discuss, and we'll go what we have to do, and that's what's just gonna have to happen. So, as I said before, we're still discussing season 1 of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Last night we did have a good viewing party, a good discussion, and we're going to get into it today. And we were catching up from season 1, episode 3, and that is The Tale of the Lonely Ghost. Now, I will say this. I will have like I said, we were having technical difficulties and we still are to some extent, but we gonna push through. So I was gonna have my camera on my phone, do the clips so that way it could be seamless, but the phone was not giving us the cooperation it wanted, so we're gonna do what we're gonna do. So the first thing we have here is we have these two cousins, and good lord, we have people trying to be people in this first scene, and I'm going to show it to you and then we're going to discuss. So I'm going to cue it up. Okay. So I'm going to take out my headphones and I'm going to turn it around, and this will be on my television, so bear with me.
Oh, excuse me. Just a little bit lower. Okay, there we go. Hey, Chris joined us. Thank you. Hey, Jonathan. We're going over season 1, episodes 3 and 4 of Are You Afraid of the Dark? There's no volume, DMAC, unless I'm just deaf, which is. DMAC, can you hear me? We're doing good. I don't think he can hear me, though. I can't hear you. Yeah, that's what we watched yesterday on the Zoom viewing party.
I
And
can
today we're
hear
going
I
to
can hear
discuss.
you. I'm sorry. I have my mic on mute. Sorry.
Yeah, because I couldn't hear the clip. That's what I was trying
Okay.
to tell you.
So let me restart it. Sorry.
So I was just talking to everybody in the comment section.
Good lord. Okay, so I'm sorry. My thing was on mute. My bad. My bad. Sorry. My bad, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna turn around again. Set my timer.
Hey, it's one of.
Set my timer again, and we'll go back. We good? Everybody good?
Yeah, that's a good angle.
Submitted for the Bureau of the Midnight Society. I call this story
The volume is really low.
of the Lonely Ghost.
Move it down just a little bit, please. You're cutting off half the screen.
And every kid in town was psyched.
Better?
Every kid, except the parents.
Yes.
We're here, everybody out. My mom and dad were some kind of scientists who had to travel up north to study Indian stone carving.
Okay. So, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I had turned it up loud when you guys saying you couldn't hear. And then I was like, I'm turning it up all the way down. I'm like, it's up. It's loud. I can hear it. But, whatever. So, in the first minimal scene, I did 45 seconds this time. I don't think they'll be that mad if we do 45 seconds because 30 seconds is just not enough time. But 45 gives us a little bit more meat to grab some stuff.
Yeah.
As you see, the story starts out with craziness already. With her parents just shipping off.
The mother in this one, the mother in this one screams, I had no sisters growing up, so I'm going to force my niece and my daughter to have that sisterly relationship, even though that is the furthest thing that they want.
It's not even that. It's just her parents just ship her off because they don't want to deal with her.
Yes, I know that, but I'm saying the mother here also keeps like trying to push the girls together. And it's like everybody is not going to get with everybody. Just let me be on the couch. I don't need to be up in her room. I don't need to be around her. Leave me alone. But the from what I'm guessing, from what it looks like, the younger of the two cousins, she needs some friends because she was way too desperate for attention and to want to tag along.
Well, we all know what that's like. We had those cousins.
She was a desperate housewife well before the TV show.
But, again, you have my whole thing is her parents, I'm like, you literally took her everywhere that you went. But now, this specific trip, she can't go. I mean,
she got to go bug her badass cousin.
And then,
and that cousin is
oof.
Damn delinquent. And in all honesty, way back when, girls that used to dress like the cousin,
but we haven't seen her yet.
And walk around like that. But oh yeah, we'll get to that. But those are the girls that were like, they did act like that, and I didn't want to be around them. Just saying.
All right, let's move on. We're gonna fast forward it a teeny bit. And we're gonna get to the infamous cousin.
Yes, Lord.
We're not going to worry about the premise of this story right now. We're just going to focus on the cousin, and then we'll get to the premise of the story.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Good Lord.
Listen, as long as it ain't kissing cubs.
We ain't even been here a hot second, and already people being messy.
Okay.
You should see what she's wearing.
And after all of the kiss,
good Lord,
and cousin content I have seen. Oh.
All right, here we go.
Babysit that all summer. She's here. I gotta go. She's here, honey. Come on in, Daddy. Hi.
You'll be sharing Beth's room so the two of you can stay up all night giggling and talking. This is where Nanny used to sleep when Beth was little. But I'll leave you two alone to get reacquainted. Have fun.
I suppose she told you we're gonna do all sorts of fun stuff together.
Yeah.
Wrong. If you think I'm gonna hang with you all summer, you're nuts.
I don't think she means for you to hang with just me. We could do stuff with your friends.
You don't even know my friends.
So now, I want everybody who's in here sound off in the comments.
Mary problem child.
Did we have a cousin that acted like this at all times?
Yes. I think
I
everybody
want
else.
to. I want to see. Wait, hold on. I want to see if anybody else got anything to say in the comments.
Yeah. Does anybody else have a cousin who acted like that all the time? Ugh.
Like 24/7, there was no chill.
Like this heifer gives me very much. She grew up to marry problem child. Like that's how I feel, and I believe it was their union that created Chucky.
I mean, come on.
And he running around here with the bride of Chucky. Facts. Johnson said, yeah. Yep. Everybody has that no joke.
Just aggravated because I'm just like, there was no cause for you to sit here and be mean and messy. There really wasn't. There was no call for that. But you decided to come out your mouth wrong and be just like, well, you know what? I'm not sitting here, you know, because, you know, I have better things to do. And I was like, what you got to do? It's the 1990s. There's no cell phones. There's really no video games out. I mean, what are you doing?
Well, not only that, it's a weekend afternoon. You got so many friends that I get there and you just sitting in your room by yourself. You're not even on the phone chit-chatting with your friends. Your friends ain't even came over to visit.
I mean, she just got off the phone after this sitting there being messy and gossiping about what she was wearing. I was like, first of all, honey, you ain't got no room to talk. Because that ensemble ain't cute.
It's giving very Dollar Tree. Fashion de la Dollar Tree.
I'm just like, and then the hair, I was just like, girl, what were you thinking?
Yes, I think that they got together and gave birth to Chucky. That's what. Look at his outfit. That's that. Chucky ain't changed clothes in what 20, 30 years.
You know, not for anything. I had a My Buddy, and ever since I saw that movie, I locked it in the closet. Nope.
Oh yeah, because it was My Buddy for the guys and Kid's sister for the girl. And I remember my granny asked me if I wanted.
Oh, you froze. She's frozen. This is what happens when technology does not like people. You froze,
yeah, just
girl.
like when Furbies came out after I saw Gremlins, I didn't want one of those either because I swore to God that they were going to come to life. And even though
you froze.
I know I was okay.
So again, pardon our technical difficulties. Again, pardon us. We are working with what we have right now. So again, sorry. But again, you know, as we were saying, you know, this girl literally does have no redeeming qualities. And it's just really amazing how people just sail over that fact. Because, where's my book? Yeah. So going back to my notes. And then too, did we ever have a mom that was like the mom in this story? Hardly ever there. Now, I know some of us are old enough to be latchkey kids, which, if you know what that phrase means, you know, again, we're latchkey kids. they could trust us with, not to burn the house down. But I'm just like, I wouldn't trust this girl to lead me anywhere, like at all. Like, no, sorry. Hate to burst your bubble, honey, but I'm not trusting you with anything. But the mother in this situation just literally does not give a care about what's going on. Like, meh, whatever. But again, this is 1990s. They weren't going for realism, and the lingo for these kids. I'm like, no kid was. I wasn't talking like that when I was that age, like at all. A zeeb? What the heck is a zeeb? I mean, y'all tell me. Does anybody know what a zeeb is? Because I don't know. Mhm. Yeah, Jonathan. No, the Cabbage Patch Kids. So many memories. So many memories.
My apologies.
Better?
I think so.
Yay!
I think so. I think we're good. I think, not sure.
Well, something's causing an echo in the background, so I don't know if you're still on your phone. But you're not freezing as much. So that's a good thing. Spoke too soon.
Yeah. Let me get out of that. Better?
Better.
Okay. Trying to. Okay. If it starts getting too bad, we'll just cut it, and I know we can't do it tomorrow, but we'll reconvene like Tuesday or something and give you all a complete if it just gets too bad and too hectic.
Yeah. So if it honestly gets like arg on her end because she's been having a lot of technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on, with her internet down there. Kentucky's being messy as usual. Let's be real.
Well, I did find out we had a DUI near us again, so I'm on the list to get fixed.
They should have put you first. You're more important.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like, they're going in order.
How far down the list?
I'll be on the second round. It's just a matter of how quickly they get through the first
Good
round.
Lord. Well, we're gonna get through this. So, what did you have for? Because I said the mother's never there, cousin resentment, the lingo. What did you have down? Uh-oh. Did she freeze again? She froze again. Shenanigans. We apologize for the inconvenience of the shenanigans of her Wi-Fi. All right, so we're gonna go on. So the next part we have, again, I'm fast forwarding through these because I can't stream the whole thing on here, because otherwise Nickelodeon and whoever controls Nickelodeon will literally, copyright strike us. So I'm fast forwarding through the clips just to get through everything.
Why?
Yeah, she's doing the mannequin challenge. I totally believe that. So we're gonna skip ahead, and we're gonna go to this part where now the friends are out and she's meeting them, and here's where we pick up. So give me 1 second, get my timer ready.
couldn't. Maybe she was deaf. It doesn't matter, just listen.
Sorry.
Anyway, one day, her mom got a letter that her dad, who was away in the war, had gotten sick. So she sent the little girl to stay with her grandmother while she went away to take care of him. Only the little girl didn't make it to her grandmother's, because on the way, some mean kids surrounded her and teased her. She ran back home to get away from them, and they followed her. Followed her right to her very end.
They locked her in her bedroom.
Okay. So, as you can see, we have the one token black girl, or biracial girl, because she's a little bit like. We have the one token biracial girl, and then the two other the two other white girls in this clique, and everybody concedes to her older cousin for some reason. Although I'm just like, I'm pretty sure the three of you outnumber her. But then again, if your parents make money, you want to be around the said money.
You know how Trump got friends.
What friends, honey? What friends? Those are acquaintances or employees.
His kids that want him to die. I mean, he done already bankrupted the whole family, but
Again, those are kids and those are children, employees, and acquaintances. Those ain't friends.
I think the only one who what's the pillow guy? Uh
Mike something.
Mike
Yeah, there
Lindell.
we go.
I would say that's his friend because I think they have the same dealer.
Might be.
Oh, my hair might look cute in a little bob. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all got distracted.
But you know what? Maybe a pimp named Slickback is their dealer. I don't know.
I don't think they have enough to pay Slickback. Oh, I'm sorry, a pimp named Slickback.
Yeah, it's like a tripart quest. You got to say the whole thing.
Yeah.
but but yeah, no. So you see the token friends, and I'm just like, yo, I know they want to be beat. I don't know they want to beat that girl behind. I know they do. I know.
Yeah, but you can't beat the behind of the person who has the pool. And I say that because art imitates life. And I knew, I'm sorry to say this about a kid, but kids can be sons of bitches too. And this child was a son of a bitch. Okay, nobody really liked him. He was he was all sorts of just fucking mean, and just you wanted to just catapult him back into his mama's womb or his daddy's testicles, whichever one you could get to first. Okay, but people pretended to be his friend and put up with his stuff. Why? He had the neighborhood pool. He had the neighborhood pool, and his grandma, who he lived with, would cook up the whole house because she knew nobody else would be friends with him any other or get close to water was getting in that pool because the boy was funky as shit every goddamn day. Okay. But if you could come up, I'm not saying that people were underfed. I'm talking about, like when you were younger, there's a difference because, grandma and granddaddy done already raised their kids and they gone. They got a little extra coin. So they still raising you and they might be getting the off brand. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what they would deal with them. And that's the same thing that's going on here. And once again, the token black person always has to pass the paper bag test.
Oh, she passed it.
Jiminy, I cannot get these glasses clean today.
Yep. So then we're gonna fast forward to get to the crux of this story. Now, before I even get there, I'm gonna just set this scene. This girl goes into this house because they tell her that this is supposed to be a initiation, which it's not. They just wanna scare this girl basically into the high heavens.
They,
Her cousin, whatever
her,
you know.
her
Yeah,
ratchet
I'm
ass
sorry. Her cousin
cousin.
want to scare her into the high heavens. So it is what it is from there. So um, it's just ridiculous to me how I'm just like, really, is this what we doing now? Is this what we doing now?
This is what we do, and y'all know I'm goofy. Y'all knew I was gonna do that. Y'all knew it.
But so basically, she goes into this house, leaves the door wide open.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't get. Like, okay, now I know they didn't told you it was haunted, but haunted or not, see, this is why we were missing all the signs of white privilege growing up. You comfortable with not just leaving the door unlocked, but wide open, and you walk upstairs. You ain't even worried about Jim Bob coming
Behind you.
in and fucking your little ass up.
Nope. I mean, really, I'm just like, man, why are you leaving the door open? But we digress. Let's get on with this.
But then closes the bed upstairs. But remember, she left the front door open, but got upstairs where it's supposed to be scary and creepy and closed that door. No, ma'am.
Yeah, no, we're not leaving the door open for
No, ma'am.
anybody. We won't do that. Mm-mm.
See, this is why white people be getting fucked up and shit.
Mm-mm.
You know,
All right,
close the door for ghosts, but leave the door open for Jeffrey to come in and fuck you up. He just gonna you.
I mean, seriously. All right, let's go.
It's backwards.
Oh, move it down, smidge, please. Wait a second. See this? This once again reminds me of that commercial where they're by the front door. And she's like, let's run up the steps. How you gonna close the door and then get up against the door? Ah, ah, and Carrie Ann is in the damn mirror. Girl, if you don't open that door and go down the steps, get out your house.
I'm just like, man, what are you doing?
Bitch,
Come on in. Come on in.
she don't know.
Did he come? Did he come in?
Who?
Deshaun. Is he coming in or no?
He saw the next
Oh, okay,
episode.
so all right. Okay, yeah, right. Sorry, brain frozen. But yeah, so basically at this particular point, we do meet the ghost of this story, and for lack of a better word,
He's in the
lackluster.
comments. Well, he was in the comments. So remember, he did.
Yeah, so lackluster on my end. I really had nothing to say about this particular ghost, and I'm like, meh. I'm just like, it's not that scary. It's scary, but I'm like, okay, I see somebody in a
It,
mirror.
see, I'll wait till we get to that part because, yeah,
Which part?
because she's just standing there. We find out she can do more. Like Dad would have like, ugh. If she would have done some get in the TV. That yeah,
And I'm just like, okay. I mean, again, seeing this at 14, not knowing about movie magic and shenanigans, yeah, you're gonna think this is, oh my god, what is going on? Wow,
well, yeah. It's just like when
yikes.
I went back and looked at the original, The Day After Tomorrow.
Hmm.
I legitimately turned around to my daddy and was like, how did this freak y'all out? How? But then he got me. He said, Keanu Reeves is the victor, the hero in this movie. How did y'all buy that? I said,
I mean, he's not wrong. I'm not gonna play
no, he's not
any more
wrong.
clips of this because after this, it's all downhill from there. We can literally breeze you and talk you through this. So basically, she runs away. Basically, what happens is the girl comes out of the mirror. Basically, writes "Help me" all over the wall. The mother is inordinately mad. Sends the two girls over there by themselves to clean it, and I'm just like, well, wait a minute. First of all, this girl left the door wide open for Jim Bob or Billy Bob or whoever to come on in there. You sending them over there by themselves. You don't know if he's still in there. But, again, white privilege. Gotta
Yeah,
love
because
it.
like
Yay.
and the mother the real estate movement just believes unconfirmed that the girls wrote this on there, but you would think she would know at least her daughter's handwriting and notice that that's not her daughter's handwriting. Cousin is all freaked out and gets sucked into the mirror. The older cousin, the younger cousin, for some reason, calms down and is able to sit there and chit chat and get the locket from the ghost and realize, whoa, wait a minute. She's the daughter of my cousin's nanny. Let me run out and catch the nanny that's about to get in a cab for we don't know why she's getting in this cab. It's not a yellow cab, it's a creepy hearse looking black cab. She shows a woman the
The locket.
locket. She matches scary Carrie ghost comes out and they're just oh my mama, and she walks her mother into the mirror. The cousin's sitting there, let me out the mirror. You gonna be nice to me? And by the time the older cousin's friends have showed up, you gonna be nice to them too? I'll be nice, let me out. She opens up the closet door that the mirror is attached to, and she rolls out, and then everybody's I love you. Well, we're done.
Like I said, lackluster from there. Now, I will say this episode 4 does give me a little bit more life. A bit. Not a whole lot, but a bit. Let's get to it.
It does make me want to drop kick some people though. Dion, are you joining us for this one? Check your inbox. That you have already.
Now, If any of you guys have seen the Freak Show, you might recognize this episode because it pulls from that one specific episode from the Freak Show, but makes it more a teensy bit more kid friendly. A teensy bit, not a whole lot, but a teensy bit, small bit, small smidgen. God, don't gas my head up, please. Um, so yeah, so this episode again, it was a lot better. I'll say the first episode that we watched and the second one were okay. The third one is just dud. It's complete dud. But the fourth one picks back up the speed. It picks it back up. Then episode 5, I mean, there are ups and downs. It's the first season. The first season, you're gonna get your duds. Let's be honest. All right, let's get this going.
They're still figuring it out.
I mean, shoot, when we get to the second season, you'll notice that some people from the original cast are gone. Yeah, I'm gonna breeze past this one because this starts off with a quote unquote story and then doesn't finish. So we're gonna breeze past that.
Yeah, just
so. This episode 4, is called Tale of the Twisted Claw. Again, if you saw the Freak Show, you know which one this is talking about. Just saying. My cousin subjected me to that, and I will never, ever, ever, ever let her talk me into that again. Shut up. Stop that. Stop that.
I'll be on decongestants all day. So
no wonder you're freezing. I said it.
It was the night before Halloween. The night of tricks. The night they call Mischief Night.
I am a little loopy.
No way, man.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to just say this. If you even think to go into my storage closet and get my toilet paper that I pay money for to go waste it and go teepee somebody's tree, we fight. We are fighting. And there is nothing you can say that is going to stop me from doing that. Because I'm just like, that's good toilet paper. How are you? Did you pay for it? I mean, y'all tell me. We are fighting. It is on site. The minute you cross my threshold, we are fighting. I'm like, gonna waste my good toilet paper. No. We ain't doing that. Not today. Not even tomorrow. Not next week. I said, these Negroes out here waste a good shaving cream. I said, Jesus, the privilege of this all, because anyhow, we had did that. That behind would have been grass. We would not be able to sit for a week. We would have been dead. Dead. But again, this is a Canadian show. And they like to throw the aftershave. They love to do things that they think that they can get away with. But it is Eyes of the Wolf. It is expensive. It ain't cheap. Now, even in the 90s, I knew it wasn't cheap. Because my dad would buy some, and okay, short story here. I didn't accidentally. I knew what I was doing. But I accidentally put it all over the mirror one day. And when my dad came home, let's just say it was not a good day for me. Woo. I thought I was making clouds on the mirror. So it's like, yeah, it's clouds. It's awesome. Give me a little beard there and everything. I was like, yeah, look at this. Yeah, my dad didn't think it was so funny. Oh dear, you're still frozen. Oh. So, as you saw before I had to cut it off, we're going to play the rest of that scene. We have our two main protagonists here. And, well, you're going to see what they're going to do. And it's going to be stupid. So, I shouldn't have to preference that, but I'm going to preference that. It's going to be stupid. So I'm going to turn the camera.
You was a tourist tonight. Yeah, but let's go someplace else. What's the matter? Afraid the witch is gonna get you? No such thing. Then let's do it. Kevin and Dougie were best friends, but Kevin was way more daring. He was always looking for adventure, and on that mystery night, he found it. You doing too much. You might hear us. Sorry. Come on.
Okay. Before we get copyright striked. I had to make sure, but I wanted you to see as most of the scene as I could, before, again, we get copyright striked. And I don't want that to happen. Because I don't want them to go like, oh, you showed all this in the video. And I'm like, not really. I only showed a minute at best. Not so much because they were billing it as it was America. We didn't find out that they were all Canadian actors until after the fact. So we thought, well, they're American, they're kids. And I'm just like, well, wait a minute. When you go look at the actors bio, it says like Vancouver, Toronto. I was just like, well, wait a minute. I don't know anybody from Toronto. But anyway, But as you can see, again, the privilege of it all, that these kids are one out alone. That's the first thing. Where are the parents? Where are the parents? I don't understand. There are no parents here in this situation guarding against these kids. So I'm just a bit confused why the parents are not in this situation. And then two, they literally assault this woman. She's a little bit stunned. She's a little bit stunned at first, and then the cackle at the end. I'm like, okay, yo, I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know how we gonna deal with this because I don't know anybody who would get assaulted and then cackle. I mean, y'all tell me. Because I that's a bit scary in and of itself, which is why I say episode 4 from this season literally picks back up the steam, because I'm just like, yo, this chick is crazy. I mean, she's literally nuts, because she did see them before they came up the steps, but she didn't know what they were going to do, or maybe she did. I don't know. It's not really discussed, but I'm just like, okay. Facts. You better be home before the streetlights come on. Do not let me catch you outside with those streetlights still, with the streetlights is on. Because if they on, you need to be crossing my threshold, or the door needs to be locked and right behind you. Mm-mm. We ain't playing them games. But yeah, so I have, for the notes for this one, I literally wrote down that the parents ain't worth the dime. That ain't worth the dime in this episode. They're just not. You let your children go out alone in the middle of the night. Even in the 90s, that was bad. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Another thing is his friend in this. I'm like, I don't know. Does anybody else have that one friend who they know they should not be hanging around, that makes them do things that they normally wouldn't do in normal situations, but they're just like, come on, it's okay, it's all right. No, they're never, like, you'll see them in the next, like, I'm gonna show a teeny bit of that, and then I'm gonna fast forward it a bit. And okay, so basically, I'm gonna show a little clip, and then, because I'm gonna get the storyline. The clip I'm gonna show will give you the basic premise of this story. But basically, it's like the Aladdin thing. You get, they have wishes, and they make them. Only difference is unlike Aladdin, there's not a catch with Aladdin, but in this case, all their wishes have catches, and they all are not good situations. And it gives into the old adage, be careful what you wish for. But I'll show that scene where she gives the quote unquote explanation to, and I'm just like, why are you going into her house? Like why? Explain to me the reason why you're going into this house. Please tell me. Because I don't go, no, you're a stranger. I don't go in your house. We don't do that.